Okay, so let's look at the post-battle campaign turns, or campaign turn. So campaign turn is like pre-battle and then post-battle activities. So I'm in the book now looking at the post-battle activities after we just went in and stole the Ghostcode. So, the first thing we need to do is get to the right page. There we go. So, post-battle activities in the book. Now, I do have the compendium here that has some extra steps. So, post-battle, I'm going to go from here. There isn't too much in here that I'm using at the moment. So, the first one is resolve the rival status. So, if you fought an opponent that isn't a rival and we held the field, which we did, roll a d6 on a 1, the type of opponents you just fought become your rivals. So, if I roll a 1 on this dice, that security company then becomes a rival, which they do not, because business is business. So, and then on 2, check for illegal psionic usage, which is in the compendium. We don't have any psionices, so that's not an issue. Number 3, resolve patron status, which on here is number 2. So, resolve patron status is succeeding in a patron mission, which we did. You may add the patron to your list of contracts on this planet, unless the job was a one-time contract. Now, those were already a patron I got on the Veldon Corp, was already a patron. But we got to in character generation, so I don't have to monkey with that. Determine quest progress. We didn't do a quest mission. Number 5, my favorite, get paid, which on here is number 4. So we get 1d6 credits in pay, loot, bounty, or salvage. If you finish the final mission of a quest, which we didn't, finish an invasion, but we didn't, we're not in easy mode because we get a +1. You won the mission by completing your objective. Treat any roll of 1 or 2 as a 3. Okay? If you did a patron job, add the pay bonus to the danger pay. Some patrons will allow additional benefits upon completion. So let's take a look at that. First off, let's just get the roll out of the way. A 1, which is going to be a 3 because we won the mission by completing your objective. Anyway, so we've got 3 credits there. So I've got a stash of 15 credits. That will bring me up to 18. So having double-checked my notes at the beginning, there were no conditions, hazards, or anything like that. So the pay now brings us up to 18. So, number 5, battlefield fines. Hang on a minute, let me double-check compendium. Okay, there's nothing on compendium, so I'm going to keep following this. So the next one I have to get paid is battlefield fines. So if you help the field after the battle, you had an opportunity afterwards to search the battlefield for anything worth collecting. You may do so even if you failed to achieve or did not have an objective. This in addition to any loot you may be allowed to claim. You cannot roll in this table after an invasion battle. D100 once on the table below and add the resulting fine to your inventory. So there we go, we get a bit of gear. So let's roll a D100 and see what gear we get. 53. Personal trinket. On each planet you visit in the future... No, it is. Each planet you visit in the future, roll 2d6. On a 9+, you find the owner and receive a loot roll. So there we go. We're going to put this in stash, personal trinket. So we got to find out who owns this and get a reward for it on the next planet. Okay, number 6. Then we have to check for invasion. If the enemy you just battle is an invasion threat, no it isn't. So, 7, gather the loot. Roll on the loot table to see what you've earned. Okay, 131. So, D100, loot table, what are we going to get? 96. Reward subtable. There we go, rewards table. 24. Scrap. So we get to scrap out the lab for 3 credits worth of scrap. That brings us up to 21 credits, which is also our debt. That's interesting. Okay, so we've got to look. Determine injuries and recovery. We did not have any casualties in the second run through. So this is all good. Experience and character upgrades. Okay. Each character that participated in a battle will now earn experience points. Characters survived if they not become a casualty. So, track the accumulated experience points for each character. Bots do not receive XP. So, did anybody become a casualty? No. Survivor did not win? No. Survived and won, +3. So everybody gets a +3. First character to inflict a casualty was the pilot. So it's a +1. So Azim gets a +1 there. Killed unique individual, we didn't have any. Campaigns in easy mode, is not. Crew completed the final stage of the quest, which we did not do. Okay. Any character flees, we didn't have. If a character has enough experience points, you may spend XP at this point to acquire character upgrade. And increase a character's ability score. I don't have that many XP, so that can't be done. Because it's our first mission. Invest in advanced training. At this stage, you may opt to invest in advanced training. Advanced training courses give a character expertise that allow them to improve their reroll vital checks during the campaign, as well as some other benefits. Select a crew member who wishes to attend, pay an application fee of 1 credit, roll 2d6. 4+ to be approved, and fail to try again later. Yeah, see, these cost too much. We're not sending anybody anywhere. So next we can purchase items. Pay 3 credits to receive a roll on the military weapons table, gear table, or gadget table. So 3 credits a roll. I've got 21 credits. I'd like to... I had some stash that I didn't use in that first mission, such as a camo cloak and stuff, just because I wanted to get the first mission rolling and just the basics down. However, range is king. So I'm going to pay... I've got 21. My debt is 21, but I'm not going to just pay off the whole thing. Let's have 2 rolls, which is going to be 6. That will drop me down to 15 credits, which is what I started with. So now, what are we going to buy? So I got 2 rolls, and we're going to go on the military weapons table. Which is, I'm probably going to get 2 bloody pistols, but there we go. Military weapon. I get 2 rolls on this. So, a 65 auto rifle. I'll put that in stash for now. And second roll. 58. Needle rifle. Auto rifles are range 24. 2 shots, that's nice. And no extra damage. And then a needle rifle. Range 18. Also 2 shots, nice. 0, and it has a bonus of critical, which we can look up later when we need it. So that's a nice upgrade. 2 rifles, both having 2 shots each. So, okay. So next is roll for D100 on the campaign event table. So, campaign events table. D100. 16. We've made friends amongst the locals by doing what we did. So we get a +1 story point. Okay. And then roll for a character event. 88. Oh my word. They don't make them like they used to. A random item carried by the character is damaged and must be repaired before it can be used again. Engineers not affected by this event. Now, here's the thing. How do I select a random non-bot, non-soulless? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I got 6 characters. So this is going to happen at random to one of mine. Number 5, which is Kane Hade. So his handgun or his glow sword is going to break. A random item. Oh, it must be repaired before it can be used again. Engine isn't affected. Okay. Well, it's a random. So 1, he's got a handgun and a glare sword. So 1, 2, 3, it's his gun. Nope. Glare sword. Okay, I'm going to put a B next to that and see if I can repair that later on. Alrighty. So that looks like we've cleared up the post events. Yep. So, we will start the next round at the beginning of the campaign turn, and I'll do a short little video leading up to the next battle. Thanks very much for watching.